Hello. So I've been thinking about what videos would be useful when we're all self-isolating, and one that's been really happening for me is I've been realising that in my daily life I'm chugging along and I have this underlying anxiety that I'm dealing with constantly, which for one reason or another is quite ingrained in my own life. And I'm really struggling because it's like an engine that's revved up, and I'm going at the full revs all the time, like from a sort of like an emotional point of view. And now, of course, we just stopped, and all of that could be like now channeled into where's food coming from. I can't get an order in Tesco's, but then I feel like I've like been given permission, if you like, from the whole world just to stop for a minute. Whew, I'm not finding that too easy. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about that, because when I had loads of faith and I was a Buddhist, and I was ordained, I used to have this practice where I would just come into the moment. So I would imagine, I would feel the air around me, and I'd notice my breathing, where I'm sitting, and I would slowly come into the moment. And then I would just do this, like, just being in trust and faith. So, like, you don't have to be a Buddhist to be someone of faith, I guess. And since I've stopped being a nun, maybe I'm not so much Buddhist anymore. But you know, in the sense of, like, no one really knows whether there is a deity or there is a god or a whatever you want to call it out there, a higher being. But what I do know very solidly is that in this moment here, right now, I've got enough food for later, and I'm currently okay. I've got a roof over my head. So in this moment, I can just stop, breathe, let go, stop the anxiety, and just trust for a bit. And it helps, of course, that the sun's shining, because the warmth is really good for me. It brings me into this time now, into this moment. So I thought I just wanted to do a little challenge to you to try and stop and just allow yourself to feel safe and feel like everything is okay. So how you do coming into the moment is you can take deep breaths, and scientifically it's the vagus nerve in the back of your head that gets the effect of this. So you breathe in 4 times. And just in doing the 4 breaths, you're already slowing down and you're already coming into the moment. And then you can do various techniques of just feeling your bum on the chair, your feet on the floor, whether your feet are colder, one colder than the other. You can feel that the sun is warm on one side of my head and not on the other. And you can just come into the room and watch the particles flying in the air. You know, listen, can you hear any cars in the distance? And then you just come into the moment and you just trust for a little while. Trust everything is okay in this moment. You just be in this moment. And so I just thought I'd do a small mindfulness, sort of like challenge you to let go of your fears and your anxieties, mainly because that's just my current challenge. Okay, goodbye.